All right. Well, welcome back to the Samantha Show. I'm your host, Samantha. You can call me Sam. Just don't call me Sammy. Are we catching on to that yet? Have we got it figured out yet? You know what? It is a beautiful day here in sunny Dayton, Ohio. Like the weather is perfection right now. It's like it's not too hot, it's not too cold. There's a nice little breeze. We got the windows open, just like a lovely day. Today has been the get the house ready for summer kind of day. So we are cleaning out the toys. We're getting summer activities ready and primed for the babysitter. We are cleaning all the bathrooms. We're getting the fridge stocked with summer food, like all the great things. It's one of those days where like the weather's great, the windows are open, we're getting the house cleaned and ready. Like it feels so whole. It feels so good. Those days, they truly are the best. Hey, so, several episodes, several weeks ago, I shared in a very vulnerable state because I believe in authenticity and being an open book and the way we connect as humans through shared experiences and stories. So I shared with you how my CycleBar studio had closed and, I was very sad and in an upset state. And there's a big part of me that still, misses that experience and then teaching classes on a regular basis. But, I've gone through the different stages of grief. And I think I've really come to a place of acceptance now and looking forward toward the future. What is next? What are we going to do? And the cool thing is, man, I'm a dreamer. I'm a believer. I'm an optimist. Like I am looking forward and I got a growth mindset. I'm like, okay, what can we learn from this? How can we move forward? What opportunities do I now have? I didn't go there right away. I had to mourn the loss of my community and my studio, but I'm in a much better place now. And I have been taking so many fitness classes. I am working my body in a whole new way. I am sore every single day, I love that feeling. I love it when I can wake up the next day and be like, okay, I physically did something with my body yesterday in a great way possible, right? So, man, we've been trying all of the things. I tried F45, which is kind of like a strength training. Been going to this place called Shred 415, which combines treadmill work with floor strength weightlifting moves. I have tried a place called Totality Sculpt, which is an independent place, but they're using the Versa Climber. They have something similar to like a Mega Reformer, strength Pilates Legree style workout. I have been doing Legree at a place called Megacourt here in Dayton, Ohio. So like doing all the things. And then obviously riding bikes that move, mobility, real rider bikes that move side to side. It's kind of crazy. So trying all the things, but it got me thinking about the fitness experience. So to give you a little background on my experience in fitness, I took my first group fitness class probably about 2009, 2010. I believe my first group fitness class was a Zumba class at a Gold's Gym, and I did not do very well at it, despite having a background in cheerleading and dance and stuff like that. Did not do very well at it, but had a great time and went back to a couple other Zumba classes. And then not long after that, I took my first indoor cycling class, also at a Gold's Gym. And I remember when I went into the cycling room, they had black lights, and I was like, what? Black lights? It's a party. It was awesome. The fact that we had black lights while we rode bikes blew my mind. And that was like 2010, I think, right? So then I was like, okay, this is like kind of fun. And so I did that a little bit, and I was living in St. Petersburg, Florida. And then I moved back up to Dayton, Ohio, and joined a gym that was really probably one of the first like boutique style gyms in the area that focused on indoor cycling, had the cool lights. They did heart rate monitoring tracking. So it was competitive. We got to kind of compete in class, hitting the right zones at the right time, different things like that. And it just really from there sparked this interest in group fitness. And since then, I mentioned the ones that I did recently, but I've also done a ton of yoga classes, bar classes, Pilates classes. I've done aerial fitness. I taught aerial fitness for a while. That's pole dancing, the Lyra hoop, silks, a lot of different dance fitness classes, a lot of different cycling classes, boot camp classes. the list goes on. It's my favorite way to work out, truly, is like in a group. I really, really like it. So, but I was thinking with all this, my experience, my professional credentials. So, I'm a Senior Master Instructor for CycleBar. CycleBar is the world's largest indoor cycling franchise, which means I train and onboard instructors around the country, as well as like go out to the actual franchise locations and coach them and work with studio owners, GMs, instructors on creating a really great experience for customers. It's like part of my job description. And I've done that. I'm a certified personal trainer through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I'm saying that I believe I have a lot of experience in the fitness experience realm. So I thought what I would do is list off, I guess in some ways you could say this is an opinion or professional fact on what creates a really great fitness experience. Now, some of this is going to be opinion based on the type of workout and, the atmosphere and things like that. But some of this is more likely fact. So I think anybody can benefit from this, whether you own your own business, your own gym, whether you work at a gym, or whether you're someone who is just out there trying to explore and you want to know if the experience you're getting is top notch for the price that you're paying, or if there's something out there that you want to try and explore. So the fitness experience, I'm just going to kind of bullet point these and talk through them, what I think makes like a really, really great fitness experience. I think the first one for me is the ease of booking a class. Okay, here's the truth. We live in a world of instant gratification. And a lot of times for people who are wanting to get into fitness and want to start working out, if it's not already a lot deep motivation to keep working out or to do it, it's usually a fleeting thought. It's a moment where they're like, okay, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to go in, I'm going to book a fitness class. If it is not easy and readily there to book in that moment, you have the potential to miss out on opportunities to get people into your business. Because if it takes more than literally a couple clicks, pokes, typing in your name, email address, and booking the class, you have missed opportunities there. And I'm going to give you a very specific example. One night I was laying in bed and I was like, you know what? That tomorrow morning I want to go to this gym. It was a boxing gym. I won't name specifically. And I want to take a class there. I had never been there before. And I was like ready to wake up the next day and go. I was looking for a workout to do the next morning. Been wanting to try this place. So I go online. I had to enter some information. And it was like, great, someone will be in contact with you. And so I found somewhere else to go the next day, because it was like 9:00 at night and nobody obviously was going to get in touch with me at 9:00 at night. And so I went somewhere else, and I never went to that gym. I went somewhere else and got a membership somewhere else. Ease of booking. How easily can someone get in and come take a class? Now, sure, look, you could say you could have just shown up that morning. Yeah, I could have. But here's the thing, too. A lot of people have gym intimidation. You know what that is, right? And people want to feel welcome, like they're comfortable and like they can come there or they can just show up. So ease of booking. What is like the functionality of the website? Do I have to like wait 48 hours, 72 hours for someone to call me back to get me in? Can you hear that snap? Get people in easily. Ease of booking is big for me on this fitness experience. And then once I get there, for me, I want to feel welcome. That means I need somebody at the front desk when I walk in. I cannot tell you how many gyms and places I walk into, boutique studios, where there's nobody in the front. As a first-time client walking in, I'm confused, I'm lost, I'm nervous, I don't know where to go. I went into a gym a couple weeks ago, a boutique gym, nobody at the front. I walked around the whole space for about 10 minutes before I found a human in a body. There was actually another class going on with an instructor in the space, and I just looked like a weirdo. Luckily, I'm confident enough just to I was just walking around, but this other class is going on. The instructor's kind of looking at me like, what is she doing? I don't know. It's my first time here. Nobody's telling me what to do. So yeah, I think and then on the other end of the spectrum, I've been into places where I walk in, a huge smile is on someone's face and they're like, you must be Samantha. Bam. that's a great experience. They know it's me because they probably didn't recognize me. They probably know all their other clients and they already know my name and they already make me feel welcome. So like you get in there, you have somebody up front that's waiting for the new people to come in, or just in general, you need to have somebody up front every single time because people should feel welcome when you walk in. You want to see that warm face and then show me around, make me feel comfortable. That's so important for that fitness experience is having somebody friendly with energy who wants to be there hanging out up front. I think that makes for a really, really great experience. It's been a big thing for me when I have that and then when I don't have that. I think too, the connection with the instructor before the class begins is really important. Okay. So yeah, you could have a really, really great front desk person. And I've experienced both where an instructor then is right there too. And they're showing me how to work the equipment. So, I took my first class at Shred 415 a couple weeks ago and the instructor was there. She walked me over to the treadmill. She showed me how to press all the buttons. She gave me modifications. She told me if I didn't want to run, I could walk and what that looks like. So I felt very, very comfortable. She showed me where the weights were, how the flow was going to go. Right. So I've also been to gyms and boutique studios where there's not a lot of direction and I'm just kind of in there trying to figure it out as I go, which usually ends up a little chaotic, probably unsafe. Certainly not a great experience because I'm not like getting the full understanding of like what we're doing. So that time and attention from the instructor, the fact that I feel seen and known by the instructor is so important for me. And like, here comes back to like a lot of people are really typically nervous and when they come and they take a class. So, making sure that the instructor is there and makes them feel seen is so important. I have type 1 diabetes and I usually like to tell the fitness instructor that like, hey, I'm good. I got my gel, but if anything happens or anything goes down, I do have type 1 diabetes. Like it's just good communication. If you're pregnant or you have any injuries, like to have that one-on-one time with the instructor ahead of time. That also comes back on the client a little bit. Like you got to make sure you get there with enough time to make that connection. But if you are there with plenty of time, then the instructor should be there to talk to you and get you all set up with that. So this is where like, I'm going to talk about like my personal opinion on fitness experience at the end because I do think it's a little more opinion based. So you got the workout going on. But one thing that I will say about the experience as it happens in class is the instructor present and engaging and motivating? Such a big, important factor to a workout experience in a group fitness class. I have been to many, many classes where the instructor is technically coaching me, maybe doing the workout with me, but never once says my name, never once looks in my direction, and never once offers any kind of energy, engagement, or motivation. Wah, wah. If I could snore. That was a snore. Boring. Okay, whatever. I could go home and do it virtually if I wanted to. Actually, probably get more energy virtually. The experience, the connection that an instructor makes with the clients in class is a game changer. Game changer. As someone who comes in to take a fitness class, you want to feel seen. I have taken recently some really incredible fitness classes where the instructors said my name, complimented me, made me feel special, called out that I was a first-time person and had the room applaud for me, which I loved. Given me modifications, coached me on form. Yeah, I'm a fitness professional. I've been in the fitness world for a long time. It still is important to me that I am doing things correctly, and I want modifications. Like, not modifications, I want corrections. Like, if someone sees me not doing something right, like I was on those VersaClimber, right? And I was trying to like do the VersaClimber like I ride a bike because that's what I do mostly. And the instructor came over and was like, yo, your form's all wrong. I was so grateful. Like, if I'm not doing it right, fix me. Like, that's important for safety and also just to correctly work the muscles, all this stuff. So an instructor that is present in class, I don't ever want to feel like the instructor's focusing on their workout. They should be helping me. So my best experiences have been when the instructor is not concerned about what they can do and getting their workout in. They're worried about us and the people who are taking the class, that's really what makes a great experience. And then just like being energetic and motivating, like, hello, it's fitness. You're working out. It takes energy to work out. If you're going to be the person who coaches the room, you got to have energy. Okay. So if you want to be a fitness instructor, group fitness instructor, but like putting energy out there, or like you're not really comfortable with all that, like I don't know that you're going to make a great fitness instructor. That's like nothing personal. That's just like a big piece of the job. So you either have to like get over it and force yourself to be outgoing and bring a lot of energy, or like decide like maybe I don't want to be a fitness instructor. But I'm telling you, the people who can bring that energy into the experience, who can connect, that means using names, telling stories. It means motivating, inspiring, pushing people to be the best version of themselves. That's what's going to make like truly top-notch experience, is the instructor. So then also too, it's kind of like the post-class experience. And this is where I'll talk about the community that you feel, that I feel. So the thing about group fitness is community. That's why it's a group fitness class. Like, you're going to do the workout with other humans, and we're social beings. And so, making these connections in class, being motivated because your friend is going to be there, friendly competition, hanging out afterwards, these connections, community, what you build, what you make, can really make for a top-notch experience. And that starts with the studio owner loving on the staff, who loves on the clients who come in. That's your community pyramid there, right? And so, but really the instructors then taking this opportunity to be a conductor in a room to facilitate conversation, engagement, community among the clients who come. So really, it's up to the instructor, and this goes back to like energy and engagement and connection and all this stuff. It's really up to the instructor to be at the helm and like the forefront of initiating community and creating this fun environment. So one thing that I loved that we used to do at my CycleBar is we would have, after my morning classes, we would have coffee and sit around and chat. And it was an invite. And I'd actually like invite people over the mic, like, yo, grab your cup of coffee. We're talking about life goals after class today. And we did that. And people would like stick around and hang out. And now we're taking that community actually to other gyms. It like became so strong. Or, I've seen places who will do like a happy hour with and invite people out, like their clients and members, to come out and join them. So creating that community, that family, that's what's going to keep people coming back. That's what's going to keep people coming in on the days when they wake up and they don't feel like working out, because we all have days like that. But if you're like, like Heather's expecting me in class today, I'm going to go. I told her I would be there. Like, building that community and that accountability keeps people coming back, and it makes them feel welcome. It makes them feel like they're a part of something bigger when you have a really strong community. So that's what can make for a really, really great fitness experience. And so too, another piece here, which I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I think price is a big thing. Okay. Now listen, I'm not telling you it has to be cheap. Okay. I'm not saying that. I actually think if it's cheap, it devalues the experience that you're going to get in a place, but it also cannot be ridiculously expensive. Like, there's a common ground. So, price is big for me. I will pay a premium price for a gym. I will absolutely pay a premium price for a gym. Okay. I am not going to pay a premium price for a car. That's why I drive like a Honda. Like, it's a solid priced car, but it's not like a BMW or whatever. That's not where I want to spend my money. I'm going to spend my money on fitness classes. Truth be told, that's where I like to, and Lululemon. But a price that makes sense, that values, that puts it at a nice place for what you're getting, and you're getting a premium experience most of the time with the boutique fitness studio, but not so insane that it's just not sustainable. I got some prices in mind. I'm not going to spit it out because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but there are some prices out there that you got to know your market. You got to know your market. But also not too cheap. Okay. Look, I would say unlimited memberships, unlimited. It's within the norm for it to be $140 to upwards of $200 a month. I think when you start to climb past 200, that's when I think you start to price yourself out. But I think it's absolutely reasonable to have a price point between like 140. And I'm in Dayton, so I'm speaking like Dayton, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, like $140 to $200 for an unlimited monthly membership. I think is absolutely reasonable. Something else that matters to me is the schedule. What does the schedule look like? And is it complicated? And is it consistent? And is it easy to understand? So when people work out, they're often working out in a routine. We want them to be in a routine. It should be in a routine. So does the schedule allow for routine and consistency? And so when, I'm looking at a schedule, I'm looking at times, what time of day is available. And then is there a pattern that I can create with that schedule? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday night, Sunday morning. Like, are there consistent patterns with the classes available that I want, with the instructors that I want? The instructors that are fun, energetic, motivating, engaging, have a community. So consistency in the schedules, is big, and then not complicating the schedule. If you have so many different class types on there with different levels and things are changing, it's too complicated. Keep it simple. All these different classes and styles and levels or anything, like just do 1 or 2 or 3 things max really, really good to keep this schedule straightforward. So people who are new are coming in, they know what they're getting. They know what they're looking at. They know which classes they want to book. It should not be super complicated. So I think that's a big one too. So this last piece for me is the experience that I like when I'm working out. And this is going to be a little more opinion-based because I understand that people like to work out in different ways. And that's the amazing thing about the fitness world is there are so many options. Just this week coming up, I am booked for a boxing class, a treadmill boot camp class, a cycling class, a Legree class, and a restore yoga class in 1 week. That's what I have coming up because there's so many options out there. And I think schedule and routine is important. I'm not doing that all the time, but right now while I'm in this exploration stage of how I want to work out, there's so many options. So you're going to like what you like. People are going to like what they're going to like. But here's the beautiful thing, and something that I think some business owners get a little tunnel visioned on is that there are so many people out there. So there is enough space in a community for yoga studios, for cycling studios, for boot camp studios. Like the community, there are enough people who want to work out in these different modalities that like the yoga studio next door to your cycling studio is not a competition. Heck, you guys could probably partner up and create something really beautiful there in a community. So people want different modalities. People like different experiences. There are people who love the CycleBar experience, what we do, rhythm-based, motivating, lights, loud music. And there are other people who are like, that is not for me. I cannot ride to beat. I don't want to dance. I don't want any personal stories. I want to go lift weights and go home. That's all that I need from my workout. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay. There's going to be different types of people who like the different experience. So let me tell you about what I love. This is how I love to work out. I need the music to be loud. It has to be loud. Okay, like I want to get lost in the music. Music for me fuels my energy. Like I can get pumped up from some good music. And then it has to like be good, energetic music. Here's the fact, the truth. I just don't get pumped up from a lot of like country and like 80s and stuff. Like I like EDM. I like hip hop. Like I like just like empowering big music in that way. So for me, that's, again, opinion. I like loud music, especially if I can feel the bass. If I can feel the bass, you have like struck me. Take my money. Take my money. I also too, it's important for me for the atmosphere to be dark and energetic. I like cool lighting. Yes, I want colored lights. I want fun lights. I want black lights. I told you in 2010, black lights blew my mind. They still blow my mind. They will still blow my mind. You turn on the black lights, I'm like, take my money. Take my money. Then the other big piece of it is the instructor. Okay. The instructor has got to make me feel seen. I've been teaching at CycleBar for 7 years. And when I take a CycleBar class and someone gives me a shout out, I still lose my mind. I still get excited. I want to feel seen in a class. I want to feel like the instructor is there to see me succeed. And I also want them to motivate me, right? Tell me how I made the decision to come here today. Tell me how this is going to change my life. Tell me how, if I can get through this next challenging 15 seconds, that I will prove to myself I can take on any challenge that comes my way. Inspire me. Motivate me. Yeah, I'm high maintenance. I know. No, but that's what I like. So look, and then if you can add rhythm-based elements in there, that's it. That's it for me. But I've been getting into some new fitness workouts, admittedly falling quickly in love with my Shred 415 in Red Bank in Cincinnati. It really has checked all these boxes for me. I think the only box that isn't checked is the rhythm, but I'll just dance to the beat, in between sets or something like that. But, there are places out there, there have been to a lot of cycle bars that check all the boxes for me. And I say a lot, not all, because I think we all have opportunities, and I have been to studios that are missing some of these elements of the experience, and it's important. But that's kind of like a quick rundown of things that are really important when it comes, if you want to separate yourself from the competition, or you have a business and you want to do well, I think would be beneficial to take into consideration a lot of the things that I have listed off in this episode, especially if you're starting to charge a premium price and what that looks like. This is also a reminder, too, that if you're trying group fitness classes and you haven't found what is right for you, to keep exploring. Keep exploring, because every day, like I keep kind of telling myself, I'm like, man, I've really tried it all. And then someone's like, have you tried the bungee classes? And I'm like, the what? And they're like, the bungee classes. I'm like, no, I got to do that. Like, there's so much out there. And it's important to find a really great fitness experience that you love, because that's what's going to keep you going back. That's what's going to keep you hooked when you don't want to work out, or when you wake up and you're a little tired. Well, it's like, you know what? But I know when I get there and the music is loud and the instructor's like calling my name out and making me feel motivated, I know I'm gonna get pumped up and I'm gonna go. Plus, I just want to go see my peeps because I love my community. Boom. That's what pulls you out of bed. That's what keeps you coming back. These elements to the experience, they matter. From getting somebody in, to keeping them in, to having them bring their friends to join the community. So that's my 2 cents on the fitness experience. I don't know what that song was there. I am excited to keep working out this week. I got a lot of fun workouts coming up. But sweat, love it. Have a great day. You deserve it.